You know, I've been thinking, I've been going up and down and all around, just thinking, why do I do these things? You know, I, uh, I went to this girl, this old friend I once knew back in high school. I always had a thing for her back in high school, and I was just thinking, she's not exactly with anybody right now. Girl's pretty single, and of course, I'm single. I'm pretty much forever single. That's another story altogether. But yeah, yeah, I was just thinking, I think maybe the time is right. I get to ask her out on a date. So, that's what I did. I'm not gonna say search for her, but I approached her digitally on Facebook, and I said to her, I'd like to take you out. Where do you want to go? And typical first date, I'd like to go to dinner. So apparently, since I'm the one that asked her out, now I got to do all the planning. Where to eat and stuff like that. Oh boy. Yeah, the last time I planned something, last time I planned a dinner, like a dinner party, last time I done that was I think 2 years ago. So yeah, last time I done that, yeah, it was 2 years ago, November 2012, man. And that was for good intentions, you know. I thought maybe, maybe I'd like to get the band back together, everybody from the old neighborhood and a few family members. I'd like to get them all together, for this birthday dinner. It was my birthday at the time, so I like to get everybody. I wanted to get that plan going, get everybody together. They can bring their families to, you know, and you know, sit back, catch up, talk about the good old days. Hopefully get a group picture in. All of us together. It was a good, it was a good, a good, a good a good thought. It was a good idea. You know, at the time. I threw out the invitations. Nothing formal. I just threw out the invitations. Actually, wanna show up at this one restaurant on a certain day for my birthday. It was my birthday at the time. My birthday was 2 days after the the event that I was planning. But it was pretty much like I was thinking giving a nice little forethought. So and I got a few yeses. So when it came time for that dinner, you know, I got a few Last minute cancellations. Wow. So yeah, that's understandable. It's not like everybody got control over their own schedule. So yeah, I don't think it was out of malice. I mean, old friends here. We were all cool together back in the day. So nice little idea. It went a bust. you know, One couldn't make it for some odd reason. Two of them couldn't make it because they had to work, and one, she didn't even answer the invitation. I don't think she got it. So hey, and uh, my brother, he said that he would have came, but he had to work. Yeah, I take his word for it because not only he's my brother, but he will show up. He's one of the cats you can count on. So yeah, it was just me and my mom went out to dinner at that certain place, that rendezvous point. Yeah, and it was a good dinner. Wasn't a good time, but it was a good dinner. I was waiting to spend the 30th birthday, let me tell you. Even though I was still 29 at the time. But yeah, but I said to her, after that night, I'm not going to plan for anything else ever again. Never, ever going to plan for anything else ever again. Now, after that night, you know, that was, to me, that was pretty much public humiliation. To me, in my mind. So, after that, I never threw out any type of plan. Not for anything. Until I asked this chick that I always had a thing for since high school. Uh, when I asked her out, she said yes, she would like to go out with me. But just like, I'm going to have to do the planning. Now, me saying that I'll never plan anything else ever again, you best believe I meant that. Anything I say, I mean, I'm man of my word. I'm that type of guy. Word is your bond. You speak it, you gotta back it up. That type of thing. I'm that guy. But, I'm the one that asked her out. She wouldn't have done it. I mean, hey, I told her. I had a thing for her since high school. I always had a thing for her since high school. Maybe that's why she accepted the offer. Yeah, so that was back in around the summertime this year. I asked her out, and here's the thing: we're both separate from being in a um, living quarters. I'm living here in this certain part of Michigan, and she lives over in another part of Michigan. We're not in the same city, but we're not that far from each other either. I mean, she's pretty much like 45 minutes away. So if anything would happen as far as getting into a relationship is concerned, it wouldn't count as a long distance relationship, considering the fact that we're a good driving distance, 45 minutes away, you know. It's not that big of a deal. Hell, you can be less than 45 minutes considering how fast you're driving, depending on traffic conditions. So, that whole thing, it's not really a big deal. So, me, I got a few issues, a few problems, a few financial problems, Had troubles back in 2008, so haven't really recovered from that, not completely. So, traveling down there, as I said, driving distance, but I don't exactly have my own wheels because that was part of the casualties of the financial war I went through. Yeah, so how do I get around? Get it right. I'm pretty much borderline bum here. I'm admitting that right now, right here, to everybody all over the world that's watching this. I'm admitting that. Not exactly a very good look, but you're trying to make a first date with a chick that you had a thing for since high school. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, not only that I'm lacking transportation, but I'm also lacking money. Like I said, because the big slump, not just what I had, but what everybody had back in 2008 when the market crashed and the recession started. Country was on their way down to the toilet, and I was swirling in that stream too. So yeah, that's that's one of the roadblock I have to get over. The second one is kind of for her end too. She could come up here and we could still have the dinner date, but at the time, she didn't exactly have no wheels either. So she got around by bus. So that's one of the things I apparently had to get around to. I had to work out. The transportation, how are we going to go to this date if none of us have the car? So yeah. That was something to work out. So, I was supposed to get around to the day we had no car. Well, yeah, I'm working on that. Working on that. But then, it dawned on me. I got a nephew that lives in her part of town. So I was talking to her about it, and she threw out the suggestion of why not make it a double date? Because my nephew, he's married, so he and his wife would double up with me and her. We can have the date all together. So that's a good move, good idea from her. I ain't thinking that, and I was counting on the one-on-one thing. But she suggested a double date, which is a much more cooler idea because, she get to know the nephew very well and get to know his wife very well. So I got on the phone with nephew one day, told him the story, told him my little dilemma, and he likes the idea. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That was him on the phone, I guess he's a good listener. Yeah, and that was him on the phone. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So, he liked the idea. So, he's gonna see what his wife's schedule is. And at the time, he was busy studying on a project of his own. So by the time November 4th came around, he would have got done with it, which I'm sure he is finished with it right now. So next time I'll get on the horn and I'll talk to nephew, give him the update and see where we are in this whole thing. But I've been talking to the crush. It's just refer to her as the crush. That's what she is. She's just a chick that I've been crushing on ever since high school. Yeah, you think, if you've been crushing on her since high school, why not ask her out back then? Well, I can tell you that I don't know why I didn't. I think I did, I think I did let her know though. It's been over 10 years. Exactly a good memory keeper. Yeah, a second memory. But I think I did let her know that. She probably don't she probably don't remember it. But I think I did let her know that, I had a thing for her back then. So, what wasn't done back then, I'm trying to make up for it right now. And it's a very slow process. Why am I talking about this right now, right here? Well, why am I talking about this right here, right now, out of all times? I'm pretty much a thinker. I think about stuff, think about a lot of stuff. A lot of things go through my mind. And I'm just thinking, yeah, why did I do this, man? Why did I do this, And I suppose I had good intentions, I always got good intentions when it comes to, like I did with that a birthday dinner. It was all in good intentions. It just didn't come through. So I asked the crush on that date, and it it don't feel like it's going to come through. it's not like I'm starting to have doubts. There are times that I did start to have doubts, but I gotta erase that, keep the positive thought going, because I'm the kind of guy that keeps his word. My word is gold. My word is my bond. So, uh, saying that we're gonna go on this date. We're gonna go on this date. We're gonna go. Still got a date. It's pending. The stuff date is pending. So, gonna go on this date. Gonna eat, talk, have a good time, bullshit for a while at the dinner table, at a public dinner table. So yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be cool. Everything like that. So yeah. But today, excuse me. Yeah. Okay, let me get back to you. I'm recording right now. That was embarrassing. But uh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. Uh, but yeah, earlier today, I was having some doubts. I was starting to have doubts again. Is this whole thing, is this waiting thing really worth it? Because last time I planned for something, it didn't work out, and I'm the one that got the short end of the stick. Again, I get the short end of the stick. I'm not exactly the luckiest guy in the world. So yeah, is this whole thing really worth it? But I would listen to the song, "Don't Give Up" by Kevin Rudolph, and yeah, you know what was said in the song, the chorus, "Don't give up, don't look down, 'cause your time is gonna come around. Don't look back, come too far. Baby, you're born to be a star." Listen to that song. That is great advice, man. Great advice. Yeah, don't give up. Don't look down. Your time's going to come back around. So, yeah, when I was thinking that little bit of negativity, I had to get my head together, get that song going. Yeah, get that negativity out. And it's gonna come together. I'm going to execute this date. I'm going to do that. You know, Apparently I'm the one to do that. I'm going to do that. But whatever happens in the future, me having to plan things just goes back to that night back in 2012. Plan for the dinner date, not dinner date, for the birthday dinner, my birthday dinner. And nobody showed up. Kind of a sad story, really, isn't it? But yeah, I know, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. But I just had to sit down here, push this record button, and just say it, just get things off my chest, I'm gonna put this out there. I'm gonna put this out there too. I'm not just gonna just sit here and push record and not have it out there. It's my channel. It's my story. I'm gonna tell it. So where I'm at right now, well, still carless, but finance is just on a slow, steady climb. So yeah, everything going right there. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be real good. It's gonna be real good. I'm going to execute this date. This date is going to happen. Okay? This double date, it's going to happen. I'm playing it out in my head. It's going to happen. If you dream it, if you believe it, it's going to be possible. Apparently, I'm just going to have to work harder at it. I'm going to do it. It's going to be cool. It's going to be real cool. Booyah. Alright, yeah. And, me sitting here moving all around like I've been doing, like I'm on something. Nah, I'm not on nothing. Just fumes, I haven't really had much sleep yet. So, maybe I should get a nap going. Nah. He answers the phone and then the phone rings. Nah. So yeah, in closing, it's gonna be everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna work out. Everything's gonna plan out. Believe that. So yeah. Apparently, once again, I'm the man with the plan. It's been like that since the dawn of time, haven't it? The man gotta plan things. Okay. If it's that old-fashioned, then okay. Old school is cool. So am I. Y'all take care. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. Yeah, subscribe right there. And I'll see y'all in the next video. How many sign outs can I do, huh?